Hello, let's chat.
Landing slots arrived. Retro spy.
I forgot the mission.
Hi. Please disregard. I attempted an informal greeting,
Yes?
but I am dissatisfied.
I'm listening. Now that we have a moment, I wanted to ask how you're feeling. After your experience at the temple.
Feeling okay.
That's distressing. According to what I've heard, your body absorbed an almost unquantifiable amount of energy of a type we can't even begin to understand. We're dealing with something unknown to modern science. Who knows how this encounter has affected your body or your mind?
Take me to your leader. I appreciate it.
Well, good. I'm pleased to hear that.
So,
That temple
like
proves
me.
we're dealing with entities of unknown origin. The problem is that we can't even begin to guess what their intention was towards us and where they've gone.
Ooh, I love the starborn lines.
That's
Yes.
quite a hypothesis. It would explain a lot, but no, I can't be susceptible to flights of fancy. Not right now. It's just that... Oh, I'm afraid that we're flying almost completely blind here. All we know for certain at this point is that whoever created the artifacts are the same beings that built the temple. Anything else is just guesswork. I might as well put on a blindfold and toss darts at theories written on the wall. Oh, my goodness.
I'm an
Absolutely.
explorer.
But we're only at the very beginning. There are still so many questions that need to be answered. Who was this wondrous structure built to accommodate? How long ago did these entities inhabit our universe? Are they still out there? Somewhere.
Oh, you know nothing.
Perhaps. We'll need more data to be sure. It's funny. I used to think the artifacts were the end-all be-all of scientific discovery. The pinnacle mystery of our time.
But you
Never
were
in
wrong.
my wildest dreams did I imagine it would lead to something of this magnitude. I just hope that you'll come through this, whatever it is, unharmed.
And here I thought I was the subject of your wildest dreams.
Well, yeah, yes, of course you are. I was speaking of the power you acquired. This is all scientifically speaking, of course. Look, I've already taken up too much of your time. All I can do is promise that I'm not going to make you deal with this mystery alone. Whatever might be happening, I'll be right here to help you every step of the way.
It's just the way. Wish. Hold on a minute.
Something you need?
Pause. Would you please pause? I need to create this. check the sound.
Yeah, what is it?
If there is a lot of noise, tell me. Or I think the game is too loud. Looks fine. I want to go
Yeah?
with you.
Always. Point the way and we'll be off.
Until we meet again, which could be any second now.
Go to hell, adoring fan.
An abandoned meatpacking facility built on the fringes of the settled systems. I wonder what happened here.
Meat. You know what else? Packing meat.
Captain, hello. I am satisfied to see that you survived.
Why is Andreja coming with me? And Sarah can't go. There's a big ship here. Interesting. Can I hijack this ship? Nope. Scanning for enemies. Is that his head? Good money. Oh, you look terrible. It's just a cargo mission.
An abandoned meatpacking facility built on the fringes of the settled systems. I wonder what happened here.
You're like a tape recorder on repeat.
Something's been through here recently, but left everything in place. At least we know it wasn't the Crimson Fleet.
Or do we? Sword looks cool. Is this a restaurant? Such a down and processed food, certain things, and it is accepted. We live in a free stride age, but we don't have to. Oh, it's gonna make fresh food cheap and available. The plan. Let's see what's your plan, Elon Musk. Areas of ownership. We'll take breaks, okay. Sounds like an Elon Musk kind of affair. Facility restoration. Yes, we're going to remove and remake food as we know it. Full rotation and everything. I love it that they just basically do all of their work on VS Code rather than have some other kind of UI. A more realistic depiction would be them using some kind of Excel sort of system. I love the clutter in this game. credit. Can I open the... Oh, this has some legend. Alright. Okay, now what do we do? We've explored this part. That's the experience. Space to bench.
Set aside anything useful and just leave the rest.
What's in yellow? So much clutter. Blue, okay, it's a product, not a in-universe television show. Or this looks like a in-universe television show. The cinema experience colder than death, or chilling things you do to survive. Okay. Who should we call this dude? I'm gonna take the stairs. Investigate the scream. Oh, there's a terror. I see one human. Yes. We're going to be killed by someone. Okay, I'll follow you every step of the way. I think I need a shorty. Okay, I think I have to be quiet. Come on, Sarah. Oh. Okay, we're safe. I hope. Should I read it completely? Good God. The new age of clean kill meat production. It's those vegans.
what do we got here? Too clean to be one of the settlers. Or a pirate. You see on patrol, maybe? Yeah, make my day if you said you were a shock trooper out for a stroll. Vanguard, huh? Yeah, I expect they didn't. I'm Hadrian. I was a researcher with the UC. I came here on a rumor of a... Well, I expect you saw the results on your way in. What's left of the settlers? The work of Oxysio Machina. A terramorph. One of the nastiest aliens humanity's ever crossed paths with. And this one, well, it's something of an anomaly. Possibly a worrying one.
I can't believe that a terramorph did all this damage. I mean, I've heard the stories, but to see the decimation firsthand...
Terramorphs have a unique growth cycle. They're usually only found on worlds that have been long colonized by humanity. But Tao said he's too young to have one. Yet here it is. I came looking for an explanation and found all this.
Why does Turbo need settlers?
Other than a remorseless killing machine.
Among apex predators, they're the pinnacle. Resilient, agile, smart, and their mental prowess only increases with age. Some can even dominate the minds of weaker species, keeping them as pets, livestock, or toys. They're creatures without peer. I managed to scope out a fair bit of the facility before it found me. If there are any survivors of the attack, they're long gone. I sure could. Because to confirm my suspicions about this creature, I'm gonna need a tissue sample from it. And to get that, I need its corpse. But there is a way we can give ourselves an edge against this thing. The plant security system. The admin terminal's here in this building, but it needs its connection reset. And as I found out, that's not a one-person job. But if you can make it to the security outpost and restore the connection, I think I can get things back online. See if the settlers left us any other tools. The settlers outfitted most of the buildings with turrets at some point. Not sure how many are still operable, but at least a few appeared to be in fighting shape. There were also some sensors scattered around the facility that I didn't recognize. But those are honestly all just educated guesses until we get the connection reset. It's the building in the middle of the facility. The terminal in there should allow you to grant me access to the system as a whole. Then we can see about getting things back online. Look, I wouldn't be asking if I thought there was any chance I could handle it by myself. But there's no way I'm getting these defenses live on my own. And I have to get to the bottom of what happened here. Good. Once I see the connection reset, I'll get things underway on my end. Take care of yourself out there. And make sure you leave enough of that thing for us to get a sample.
Frankenstein. What to Restore the security system connection. Why? I need, because I missed the logs, the dialogue. If J doesn't work, why does L work? She asked me to reset her connection so she can try and get the facility's defenses back. Okay. The facility, large ass facility. I have height advantage. That's the security over there.
Do you have a death wish or something?
Suck my. Hallucinogen. So I'm going to be the biggest crafter in the world over here.
Connection restored. I'll make this quick. Plant's turrets took a beating, but I should be able to get you a couple of kill lanes. Just get the thing to chase you down the alleys between the buildings, and you'll lead it right into a crossfire. Hello. I wish I'd found this earlier. Those sensors around the facility? Part of a livestock tracking system. Should let you keep tabs on how close the Terramorph is. Not connected to this network. There should be a terminal in the adjoining room. Tune it to 183.5.
What it's a glow in the dark kind of mug. Starfield mug. How? Tuning required. Let's do this. Vehicle system. Re-engage.
Tracker's reading green. What's that sound?
Whoa.
Shit. Stop. Stop whatever you're doing and get in cover. It's on the move.
Yeah. Hold up. That life stuff.
Look, I wouldn't engage directly towards the lights and watch the fireworks. Give it hell, Vanguard.
Okay, I'm scared. Restore power to the kill lanes. We're gonna do that. And okay, one is there, one is nearby. Let's do the nearby one. Yes, it's far away. Come on. Power required? Where? Where is Sarah? Sarah. Go, Sarah. Sarah, come with me. Sarah. Sarah, no. Come here, you terrible. Where is that piece of shit stuck in there? What if I open this? Come here. Where is Sarah? What? How the hell? Come on, you piece of shit. Sarah. Sarah. No. Come on. Freaking terrorists, do the thing. Yeah.
Seeing
Yep, I'll take all. Quark, generate tissues. Cell sample. I wanted to inspect that actually. Looks like balls.
facility from the inside is starting to make me feel like I should switch to becoming a
That was actually pretty easy, probably because of Sarah. But he doesn't need it.
Trekker's gone quiet. I suspect it's either hiding or...
I killed it.
Wait.
You did it, didn't you? Heavens above! You just flatlined a terramorph!
Exactly.
I'm not too proud. Thank you for saving my ass. You didn't happen to grab me a tissue sample, did you? A lot of life gets recorded in our cells. Like, for example, if this terramorph's cells have certain radiation or chemical exposures, it could point to it having been transported on a ship. Then, we could start getting some answers about this thing. So, did you manage to nab one?
Should I be the honorable one? Ah,
All right. I spotted a microscope downstairs. Let's see if we can't get to the bottom of this.
let us see. I'm behind you, lady.
I have something I need to discuss with you. Can I help? Remember our last conversation, when you told me the artifacts made you... Well, it got me thinking. So I dove into our archives and started looking through constellations. Just because I wasn't familiar with the experience you described, doesn't mean the same might have been true for my predecessor. Really? I'm surprised. After reading those journals, all of the pleasant memories of my... Oh yes, absolutely. I didn't mean to compare. Aja was the one that taught me the ropes at Constellation. Hey, so I pinched a few ideas from my old boss. Can you blame me? At any rate, we logged quite a few discoveries together, but it was the actual journey that I cherished the most.
You cherished something.
Exactly.
I can relate to that.
For me, it was all about the quieter moments. There was nothing quite like sitting back and... Oh, I find that sort of cozy isolation the best way to really get to know someone.
Okay. So I've noticed. Cozy. What
Yeah, you
define
know,
cozy?
being alone in interstellar space. Nothing but light years of black around you. Some people find that terrifying. I find it comfortable. It helps me bond with my shipmates. I'll take that as a compliment. Thank you. You know, all this talk about Aja reminds me that my time with her was a gift. I respected her, and had that been true, I would have resigned my post and moved to Parima 2 instead of remaining at Constellation. Come to think of it, if we're ever out that far, perhaps we could pay her a visit, and I could make proper introductions.
We'll visit her.
Well, I don't expect you to be a carbon cop. You see, it's clear that we share the same hunger to discover what's out there. And that...
I'd like to discover more of what we have right here.
I don't know if I deserve to be that close to anyone right now. If you knew about the things that I've done, the way my life's unfolded, I think your opinion of me might change. Please, give me some time. I have to go.
She's flustered. Let's figure out Sterilmon's situation.
This equipment, it's not set up to do a proper analysis of our sample. This terramorph being here, of all places. Humanity's spread plenty of creatures in our travels across the stars. Pets, livestock, pests. But terramorphs, they're different. To our knowledge, no one's ever spread them intentionally. Yet somehow, they follow us. So when humans settle a world, 70 to 100 years later, terramorphs tend to just appear. No one knows how or why. Dangerous, but at least predictable. Tau Ceti, though, it's too young to have a native population. It's only been colonized 20 years? But then the other option, that someone captured one of the deadliest predators in the galaxy just to wipe out some settlers minding their own business? That seems awfully implausible. Which means we're either looking at a truly strange murder or a faster type of terramorph growth, the results of which could be catastrophic. Terramorph outbreaks have taken down far bigger colonies than this one.
How does no one know how the Terramorphs get into human worlds?
Well, they're not exactly buying tickets and flying coach. The theory is that they're spread by some kind of egg or seed that's able to evade our detection. But how the hell an undetectable egg turns into a terramorph without anyone noticing is a question no one's ever found an answer to. And it's why what's happened here could be real bad news for the rest of human civilization. They have. They even took down an entire city once. A place called Londinian had to be cornered. It's the only known loss of that scale, but it's the reason why any change in our relationship with these creatures needs to be taken very seriously. There is. I mean, there has to be. We just have to find it. Time was, I had access to one of the best repositories of terramorph research in the galaxy. Seems a natural place to start looking, if I can figure how to access it. But we also need to get this sample properly analyzed, get confirmation on just how concerned we should be. Luckily, I think I know just the person to help with the sample.
We're gonna meet a space scientist.
What would you say to delivering this to him for me? Yeah, I'd do it myself, but I need to call in some favors. See if I can't get access to that terramorph data. Plus, maybe just pop by a hospital for a little bit. Clear it with your commander first if you have to. You can even show them this. My gene tag.
It's a gene
Tell them
tag.
Hadrian Sanan is worried there could be more attacks on the horizon. They should recognize the name. I was, long time ago. Family tradition. But I know some of the folks from my old unit moved into the Vanguard. A couple even owe me favors. If I'm lucky, your commander is one of them. That's all I'm asking. I need Dr. Percival Walker to put together a sample analysis for this thing. Full workup. He'll know what that means. I'm not sure exactly where to find him, but last I heard he was contracting with the Trade Authority on Mars. There's a place called the Sixth Circle in Sidonia. Bar run by some old friends. I'll meet you and Percival there. And here, it's not exactly a bounty, but you certainly deserve them. Should cover the cost to fuel to Mars, at least. Now please, go check in with your commander. We need to know what we're dealing with.
This research station looks cool. Does it have extra stuff? Oh. What's a structural thing? It's too hard. Games becoming a bit easy. I like the landing gear for this ship. Wonder if I can inspect it. No fast travel.
Greetings, Captain.
So, where to next?
So word is you're an executive now at Ryujin. That's so cool! Making deals by day, hunting monsters at night. What a life.
Hello, Magic. Yeah, space. Hello.
Orbital insertion completed.
But the Halo is like no one knows what they're doing.
Grav jump complete.
This is United Colony Space. Maintain current course while we scan for contraband.
I have no contraband.
And complete.
Thermorphs distributed by some terrorists. Our mission is to uncover these terrorists.
I picked up something you might be interested in.
Look who's back. All set with that probationary mission? A terror? What? How did you walk away with the terramorph tissue sample running comms repairs? What happened to the settlers?
They're dead. Thing is,
It's... what? That's a hell of a probationary mission. Takes some serious grit to make it through an experience like that. Above and beyond doesn't really begin to describe it now, does it? Earned yourself some serious hazard pay on this one.
give me money.
But, if none of the settlers made it, who's got you delivering the sample?
Let's see.
Hadrian. Sanan. I know that name. Let me check the database. Huh. A lot of this data's been classified. Here we go.
Secret.
Service record. Wow. That's a lot of commendations. Seems like she served with distinction as co-head of a UC Xenoweapons division. Faced tribunal at the end of the Colony War. And was dismissed from duty.
Oh,
Guess that's why I'd heard the name before. If she's former Xeno warfare, though, well, we can at least be sure she knows her aliens.
but is she disgraced? Yeah, can we even be helping?
Notation says that Sanan already faced punishment for her actions during the war. Dismissal from the UC military. And her sending you to me first makes me think she's actually trying to do this above board. Considering her history, reaching out to the UC probably wasn't the easiest decision. Which means that must be a pretty important sample. Given the subject matter, I think we might want to at least explore the possibility. Did your survivor, Hadrian, she mention why she thinks this sample's so special? She thinks there could be more of these? This has been one of the more surprising debriefs I've ever been a part of. I did actually have another mission lined up for you, supporting UC system defense against the Crimson Fleet. But now I guess you have two options on how to proceed. Head to the UC Vigilance and help out SysDef, or deliver that sample. I'll make sure you've got the proper clearances for either path. Consider these your first official orders. And here, so everyone knows you're working with the Vanguard. Welcome to the Navy, Captain. Vanguard's also got some custom ship modifications. You'll be cleared for access to them next time you're down at the spaceport. Talk to ship services. Now, if there wasn't anything else, I suggest you move out.
Custom ship modifications. You see Vanguard spacesuit. Man, I'm so excited. I'm actually interested in doing the ship upgrades.
We have these jetpacks for a reason, you know.
that anything you... Hey, what can I do for you? I'm sure you can find something you like. Sure, how about it?
Okay. Vanguard. Maybe a Vanguard stuff. Oh, there's a lot of weapons. Lots of weapons. Yeah, some good habitats. Nothing new in the habitats, just better weapons. So we have a better to have right. No, it's not better. And use the same. Let's see some fuel. Engine. No good cockpits. Just good weapons that don't seem to improve any of our engines. Any of them. So this has good laser beams. And this is a good missile launcher. I basically use lasers most of the time, so that could be good. Ballistics and lasers. Or should I have talked to the other space guy of the Vanguard launch pad?
Excuse me.
So, regular technician.
Yes?
Rubbish.
You should say so. Captain, it is pleasant to see you.
I have things for you.
I don't want it.
Lifting on command.
I'm gonna play some of it off stream. Thank you.